In the second part of this seminar, we're going to look at how do you find the distance, or what is the distance between a point and a line. In example 2, we have exactly that example. I want you to find the distance from the point -2, -4 to this line y equals -1/3 x plus 2. Now we know distance must be perpendicular. So what I want is the perpendicular line going through point -2, 4, going through the line y equals -1/3 x plus 2. Well, we know the slope of the perpendicular line is going to be 3. Because it's the negative reciprocal of my line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my line from -2, 4, and I'm going to go up 3 and over 1. 1, 2, 3 and over 1. Let me erase that point there. Up 1, 2, 3 over 1. Oh, look at that. It goes perfectly through this point. So the point that it goes through is 0, 2. So what I want to do is I'm going to use my distance formula. I'm going to find the distance between -2, 4, it should say -2, -4, and the point 0, 2. So we're going to use our distance formula now. So we know distance is the square root of x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to say 0 minus a -2 squared plus 2 minus a -4 squared. Well, 0 minus a -2, that's positive 2. 2 minus 4 is 6. Well, let's simplify. That's 4 plus 36, which is the square root of 40. Now, at this point, you could use your calculator and find the square root of 40. I'm not going to do that, but you could use that. Let's actually simplify the square root of 40, because it's always nice to review how to do this, because that seems to be a skill people forget. So what goes into the square root of 40? Well, the square root of 4. My pen died. Just give me a second. The square root of 4 times the square root of 10. And the square root of 4 is 2. So we get 2 radical 10 is our answer. At this point, I want you to pause the video, see if you can do example 3 by yourself, then come back here and check. Now, first off, on example 3, I think we need to find the slope of line N. So let's go ahead and do that. So the slope of line N is going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we're going to say 2 minus 4 over -4 minus 2. Subtract the y's over subtract the x's. 2 minus 4 is -2. -4 minus 2 is -6. A negative divided by negative is a positive. But I don't really want that slope. The slope is 3. I want to look at the perpendicular slope. Let me change pen colors for that. So our perpendicular slope is going to be -1 over 3. So when I graph that, From the point 3, 1, normally I would go down 1 and to the right 3, but that doesn't go towards the line, so I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go up 1 and to the left 3. And that puts us right at the y-intercept, doesn't it? So in other words, I want to find the distance between 0, 2 and 3, 1. I want to find this distance right here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll use the distance formula again. So we know distance is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. You should have that memorized by now because we do it so often. So we're going to say 3 minus 0 squared plus 1 minus 2 squared. Well, 3 minus 0 is 3. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. But when we square 3, sorry about that, we want to get (9) plus 1, which is 10. It's the square root of 10, which is choice C. Get out of there, man. I'll do it that way then.